And then so it's Cam. What's the Dennis and Rama? Is that what he goes by?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm from South America.
Are you in South America?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
He's our rare exotic friend.
Yeah.
Where in South America?
Argentina.
Oh, cool.
Bottom right.
Bottom
Yeah.
right.
I mean, there's
Chile
to the left.
A lot of Americans.
Yeah.
Bottom right.
Look, South American country geography is just fucked up. Yeah. Sewer chase.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, yeah, let's play sewer surfing.
Yeah. Searching for it right now. 1 hour. Sewer surfing. Yes. Yes. Yes, I think that's my only way out now that I have Rabbled on my ass. Right? I know it's a matter of time before he finds me. So I gotta find them first. Cool. Yeah. I reassemble myself. Yeah.
I've been muted. Okay.
That's how you know you fucked up.
Yeah, so we're picking back up with Elman here. Why don't you write a bond with Scriden?
Oh
Yeah. Let's see. Bedlick is my only way. I want to say Bedlick is my only way to convince Ravels. I want to make it something better. It's kind of weird. I don't know what a good bond with Bedlick would be.
Belloc will make a good meat shield when Rabble comes for me.
Yeah. Guess.
Well, I think Betlick being your only ally in this is a good way to start. But what are you going to do about that? I mean, is he going to help clear your name? Is he going to help you? Are you going to manipulate him into helping you rob this place blind?
Yeah, I think that's the best way about it.
All right.
Bedlick is naive enough to make this work.
All right. I just wanted to check in on your opinion of Scriden. It sounds just about right.
Yes.
So you're down here in the sewers. I mean, it's drippy and wet, And I think it's been a few hours you've been down here, hiding out, staying out of sight. Yeah, I'll use him to cover for myself. Yeah, perfect. So, yeah, what's your plan for getting in touch with this thieves guild, as you're calling them?
Yeah. First thing I want to do is like collect my knowledge, right? All I know about the criminal world in Velsund, I want to go over that.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to spout lore. So let's do that.
Cool. Not much. I'll use luck. This
Okay.
is important.
Using 1 point of luck.
Yep. I hit my head when I was reassembling, so, thoughts are scrambled.
Yeah, and at first you're like, yeah, the criminal underground, yeah, in Velsund, I've been here, and, wait, there was no criminal underground when you were here. There was no thieves guild to get in contact with. That was your problem the first time, right? That's why you had to pretend to be a noble the first time, is because the group you were with, like, we'd already discussed, like, yeah, but is there a way for us to get out of town if things go bad? And there wasn't. You had to... That's why they put it on you to pretend to be a noble and stuff, right? We had to hide in plain sight. There wasn't a criminal underground. This is
shit.
either new or not what it seems to be.
What a predicament. Okay. I know nothing more than maybe it's a setup. Think what I'll do for now, since I'm in the sewer, I'll look around the sewer.
Okay, so you're gonna go...
Yeah. Thieves guilds, I've read in books, are fond of sewers for some reason.
Sure. So I don't think you have a move for hunting people unless you do, or a spell.
No. I have no bullshit moves on that front.
Okay, so wandering the sewers, trying to find signs of something. That's discern realities. Let's do it. You're knee high in muck and water.
Doc. I'm burning up.
Okay. You slip and fall.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you,
and I get XP.
So you're moving around in the muck, and you're trying to find your way through here. And you're getting to some pretty gruesome areas that don't have a lot of sunlight coming down. And yeah, you definitely slip on something. And I think there's a slope, right? You didn't see in the darkness. And you go sliding down a sort of channel slope that sends water closer to out of the city. And you kind of splash down in a puddle and upset some... it looks like just garbage that's been gathered up, and there's this like crashing sound as things go falling down, and it echoes throughout the chambers. You're splashing in this sort of crashing sound of all this junk that's been piled up down here. And you all, the rest of you, definitely hear this. So in the tunnels, there's like a loud noise that echoes through everything. And Elman, you see a figure dart out of some shadows and go running up a tunnel up ahead of you. And you hear footsteps, light footsteps that You hear for just a second, and then they sort of disappear. But you definitely see where somebody went.
Yeah, I chase after it.
Okay, so you hop up and you're chasing on. Yeah, let's defy danger dexterity to run.
Okay, dice. Okay.
Okay.
Boom.
Got it.
So 10 plus is good. That's the best. But it's not that you catch the guy. You get a few steps up. You climb up out of the muck and you go running. And you're headed up after this guy when you kind of think better of it. Your sort of thieving instincts click off that if this is a thieves guild, where this guy would be running would be to help, right? And you're likely going into a trap. Or his friends, or aid of some kind. You can do it and try to be prepared for it, right? Be ready to spring that trap back on them. But you know you're headed into that kind of danger.
You know, I have to make a good impression, first impression with the thieves, so yeah. I go after it like nothing matters.
Okay.
If he thinks he's gonna ambush me, what a fool. What a fool.
Okay, and Revolt and Mog, you've heard this crashing sound. There's a few tunnels. I mean, it's not like a labyrinth down here, but there are a few tunnels, and it could have come from several directions. But what are you guys doing when you hear that sound?
I'll ask Revolt. Should we follow that?
Yeah, I hear the crash and just, I guess like everyone stops. Yeah, like I slowly draw my sword and just,
I draw mine as well.
yeah, just, yes, of course we should. Just, stay on your toes. There's, other than thieves, there's something magical afoot here. I can feel it. And like
Look, I know I'm short. But I can reach them with my sword.
Yeah, it's still just I like put a hand on your shoulder and just I know you can. I believe in you. Don't let anybody ever look down on you because of your stature. You're just as good as any man. Isn't that right, Hollis? Hollis is one of my hirelings. He's also a dwarf.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, actually, let's just talk about it. Emily's a halfling. Hollis is a dwarf.
Oh,
Tiny Chocolate Fun is an elf himself about that big.
Not very big.
I read his character sheet. I'm familiar with him.
And Bradley's the only other human here. So like I got a tiny posse.
Yeah, a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Short squad.
Yeah.
Tiny
Yeah.
chocolate
So
posse.
yeah. So just keep your eyes peeled and just watch my back as I get down and I start I like going ahead slowly, and if there's like many tunnels,
Yeah.
I start to like look around, like get real close to the walls or something to see if there's any like wet footprints on on the sides or anything, or any sort of signs that of life that would point me in the right direction.
And what about you, Mog? Are you helping out again?
Yeah, that's another aid roll.
Yeah, what are you doing exactly? So he's like crouching around,
Okay, yeah.
looking for footprints and stuff. What are you doing to help?
I'll crouch down and also look around for anything that looks like it doesn't belong in a sewer.
Okay. All right. You see a dwarf barbarian. It does not belong in a sewer. Yeah, that's an aid roll. Roll plus aid.
Sorry, 2d6 plus bond. Bond isn't a word.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah,
So that's 7.
It's a 7.
So yeah, 7. Cool. So here we go. Nope. Wait. I also have fool to play this game, asshole. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody has. Does everybody take a level of fool?
Only the two of us.
You should.
Scriden should have it, but he thinks too highly of himself.
Scriden is no fool. I do not need to re-roll anything because I do not fail.
Well, as a Funnel World character, does he get hey?
Actually, well, he has luck.
I have
He
luck
does have
and I
the
can
luck.
spend it, but
It's the same thing, right? It
not
works
wise.
similarly, right?
No, you roll it like a stat.
Not as good.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
and
That's
then
right,
it
it's
depletes and you don't get it back if you're not at the.
It kind of sucks.
So
It's a little different. So yeah, like I guess I'm like crouching around looking for stuff, and I guess I'm like kind of crouch walking in my clunky ass armor, and like maybe like
do you?
yeah, maybe I trip over something, and I go like face first. I get like a mouthful of this fucking sewer water, and I start coughing and sputtering, and then like that's when I stand up and I like as I'm pulling myself out of the water, that's when I see stuff.
Well, you definitely do trip and slip down. So there's this slope that
cool.
you didn't see in the darkness. Yeah, you trip over the same slope that Scriden did, and Mog, you like grab him or whatever, and you go sliding down with him, and the both of you like wham hit the same like pile of junk, and there's another crashing sound. And your other hirelings come wandering down to like figure out what was going on. And you do see
We found a shortcut.
and you do see a sign of smirking Elman. Freaking what? Elman, I was just looking at your character sheet, and your gear list is actually insane.
Yeah, we're hunting a guy who
Maybe.
could just kill all of us. Like
Maybe it's one of the metal cards, right?
Okay, perfect. That's what I was going to
Sure.
You see a metal
I'll take
card,
one off.
this metal playing card with a Joker's face on it, and you know that this is something that Scriden uses. You've seen this before.
Scriden.
Mix it up their names.
I mean, not Scriden, Elman.
Yeah.
Scriden
So like
needs no card.
yeah, pick it up and I pick it up and just sort of like turn it over and just shake my head and I'll put it away. It's evidence. And all right, so I get questions. Okay. Let's see. What should I be on the lookout for again?
Yeah, so you hit the ground, and I mean, Elman, you definitely hear that crashing sound from behind you again, but you hear, when you hit that junk, you're running up the tunnel, and you definitely hear somebody must be behind you or something like that. But Ravel, you hear, no, you know what? You see the same thing he did when you look up. You see a cloaked figure go running off down the hallway.
Okay. All right. How about Mog? How about you pick one? You've been helping me with this. You pick one of these.
Pick one of the different. There's two different ways to go, or
There's a
ooh,
discern. So I get 2 more questions to ask. For discern realities. Yeah.
shoot.
So here, Chris.
Oh yes. Oh damn, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's alphabetical. You'll find discern realities. It's like the 4th one.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I would want to find out what's useful or valuable here.
Well, that's gonna be something in the junk pile, I think. You find. What do you find? You find. You find a single gold coin.
Riches. There's riches in these sewers.
But it's strange. You like hold it up and you're just like, yes, money. I can eat food, or buy booze. I can hunt my own
Probably.
food. Yeah. But you hold it up and you're holding it up and you don't know better right away. But But Bradley sort of he like leans over and looks at the coin and he says, "That's a strange coin." And he notices like the imprint on the coin and he says, "This is not a Velsund coin. This is not Velsund currency." And there's like wording or some kind of writing on it, and he says, "I have no idea what these symbols are. I've never seen this language."
Can I tell him what I know about it?
You can spout lore about that coin, absolutely.
Excellent. Am I in pursuit of one of my mortal pleasure of riches and property?
I think you are.
No. Oh, I am. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, if you think this coin is going to lead you to more, go like, well, there must be more of this strange coin.
Boom.
It's even. Okay.
All right.
I roll really good.
So, you can make out these symbols. Now, you don't know this language specifically. It's not Dwarven. They're familiar to you. I mean, your tribe left their mountain homes long ago, but they didn't leave behind all of their knowledge.
Right.
And you're not a book learning person, but you've seen and heard some tales, and maybe seen a scroll or two in an elder's keeping. You don't know what the words mean. You can't really read them, but you do know these symbols are related to creatures, beings from... Well, there's lots of words for it. The Underdark, the Deep Down, things like that.
Okay. The Upside Down.
Yeah.
So...
very deep under mountains, there are things that live, and mostly they are very dangerous. And this is something from down there. You don't know if it's super dangerous or whatever, but in your old tongue, in the old tongue of the dwarves, they were called the Deep Ones.
Okay. I'll relay that. These are the coins. The coins, the Deep Ones, these symbols. I've heard tell of them. I'm still gonna keep the gold.
I'm still gonna blow this on booze if that's okay, but that's what it is.
But this is something that is very concerning.
Yeah, it could be very, very dangerous.
Right. Okay. Yeah, the Deep Ones. I mean, that doesn't sound Cthulhuoid. That's cool. All right.
No, not at all.
All right then. Yeah. Just. All right.
Third question.
What is about to happen?
Yeah. That cloaked figure you saw, now that you think back on it, that wasn't Elman. The cloak didn't look like his. And it appears that somebody's chasing after him, or behind him, or also down here with him. Yeah, you're involved. There's about to be a skirmish, a fight, something. Things are heating up.
Okay.
Yeah. Either Elman is being ambushed, or he's being chased, or something like that.
Okay. So, like, when you pick up the coin, and, like, it's of the Deep Ones, I'm gonna keep it. I see, like, the person run by and just, okay, that's fine, you can have it. Just, come on, we have to move now. And I start, like, trying, like, trudging through this fucking sewer water, just running after him. Yeah. Yeah, I go running after him. I if there's ever like a branching path or something, or like where it looks like maybe it opens up or something, that's when I'll probably slow down and start taking my time, because I don't want to run into some sort of trap or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna haul off after him.
Yeah.
So let's have you and Mog both also roll dexterity.
Okay. I have a +1 forward, right? When acting on the answers.
Yep, you both do, actually. So you'll have
Neat.
yeah.
Okay, my other bad stat. I will re-roll that, I guess.
Go running.
I have +1 forward from his ability. Is that what?
Yeah, because you're both acting.
You helped me.
Yeah, you're both acting on discern reality's answers.
Neat. Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll this. Failure. 8. I mean, I don't know what the danger here is. So you tell me, I guess, how I can make an idiot of myself.
Well, I think you're running and you trip, and again over all the junk everywhere. But Mog, he just grabs you and like yanks you up on your feet, and all of your hirelings come and pick you up out of the mud as you're like sinking in it and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
He needs a bit of help.
I'm an awkward mover. Yeah.
But you both go running. It's going to give, I think, what's going to be the trouble? I mean, you hear footsteps and moving Ravelt. Yeah, you guys are just going to be caught up in whatever happens.
Sure.
You don't see it coming beforehand. You know it's coming. You just don't get a chance to act on it if they do spring a trap on you first. But Scriden, there have been 2 crashes in these tunnels.
That is not coincidence. Now I know there is something afoot. Wait. So now I prepare spells.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I mean, you've been wandering the tunnels for enough time.
I will not be tricked by these illusions. I shall cast True Seeing, which is my first prepared spell. I guess I roll my other ones are. It's gonna be. I'll just post it in here. True Seeing. You want me to like write it in Skype or?
Yeah, you can put it in Skype. I mean, as long as you know, I will trust.
Okay, I'll just write it. I'll write it in my thing then. Like,
yeah.
sheet.
I don't.
Yeah. So I want to cast True Seeing.
I've got way too many Cthulhian monsters to take care of to police your spell list as long as you keep up with them.
Too many sewer kraken.
That's not inviting. Can I just go back to the end and relax? Clear my trouble.
If you think there's a lot of Cthulhian monsters in the sewers, you don't even want to know about the inn.
Charm person sounds pretty sexy, I guess, right now. So we'll go with that one. 6. Shit. Okay. So yeah, True Seeing. Want to cast it?
Cast it.
I'll forget the spell.
Okay. It is forgotten. I mean, you don't see anything right away. You already know that the arrows are fake. They're not actually there. But yeah, you don't see anything right away with that spell. Everything seems as it should be. Or as it really is right now. But you also don't have to roll to track down this sound, because after the first crash, you kept moving, right? And you were generally following the arrows. And then when you heard the second crash, it was similar to the first one, except louder, because the arrows were already guiding you that direction. Yeah, what you do see, though, with True Seeing, I will say this. You do see that there's a slope in the underground tunnel where one might slip and fall into a big pile of junk at the bottom.
Yeah, but you would
And
have to
get
be a
rich.
fool to do that.
So you definitely do see that there's this slope, and the arrows definitely guide you down there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep following.
Now, are you running? Are you sprinting? Or
No, I'm being very careful.
okay, you're being Very careful, coward.
I will not fall in this muck and ruin my clothes.
You hem your pants up.
Yeah, all of my dudes and me have like these rain boots we're walking in.
Okay. So, I mean, you're headed the same direction everybody else is. The arrows are guiding you that way. It's just that, since you're not trying to go fast, you'll come in, you'll definitely be after whatever is going on has at least started.
Well, that's good.
So, Elman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sprinting in. You care not for their ploys and their ambushes. Okay. Yeah. I've got it. So you're going running, and you see this sort of like a little tunnel, a brick tunnel, where the water flows through, and it's not like a flat ground. And you're running through it, ignoring the dangers of an ambush. When at the far end of this tunnel, you can see there's definitely more sewer. You hear sort of a screeching sound, a metal screeching sound, and like this grate clangs down in place in front of you, blocking your passage forward. And you hear like a scraping sound and like a clank from the far end of the tunnel. And then you hear the same thing from behind you, right? And if you turn and look, and this grate comes down, and you hear a scraping. And it appears that you've been trapped.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you do right away?
Let's see. Some in a cage, kind of contraption.
Like a tubular cage. I mean, it's a sewer tunnel with a pair of grates, but they're using it as a cage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, someone heard this.
Yes,
and
yeah.
They're probably going to come looking for whatever they catched. So seeing this, I want to turn myself into a rat.
Okay.
Just a single big rat.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to turn into a big rat. So go ahead and roll your spell.
Okay, I'm a rat. A rat bastard.
Alright, now is that polymorph or alter self? Which is it?
Alter self.
Okay.
Change self.
Change self.
So I get 3 holds for moves, but I mean, I'm a rat, so...
Now you said a big rat, so are you like a dog-sized rat?
No, something that won't grab attention.
Okay. So the moves you have are...
Scurry away, I guess? And
yeah, you
Infection
definitely have scurry, which will help you like avoid danger to get away from it. You also have tunnel diver, which will let you fit through tight spaces. And you have tunneling incisors, which can let you like chew your way through things. Probably not metal, but you're also probably just small enough to fit through the grates at this point.
yeah.
But okay, you turn into a rat. And you do hear footsteps coming up behind you. And these are loud, and it sounds like a bunch of them sloshing through the water. And if you're watching and looking, then... before long you realize it's Ravolt and the rest of that crew coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys see a tunnel entrance with a grate cling down, and and on one side of it, there's this big rusty padlock.
Yeah. Oh, on which side is this padlock? Like
It's on
the actual like.
It's on the outside. Yeah, where you guys could reach it.
Okay.
Mog will probably try to open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mog wants now. How does Mog open this? Does he pull out his trusty lock picks? Does he?
Oh no!
Try the
he doesn't understand locks.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just gonna go.
He's
"Ha!"
Rip
Stuck,
it off
I
the
don't know.
walls. Exactly. Okay, good. That's the correct answer.
I don't know if he's gonna rip it off the wall. But
Okay, well, if you just try first to just open the thing, yeah, you see
Yeah.
it's locked in place.
Yeah.
it's
You would have,
it's stuck.
That it is, Mog. Let us try to remedy that.
It's almost like a trap.
So, I forget if I lost my shield or not. Did I lose my shield? I don't see one. What's my armor? No. Scale mail, Trigon, shield. I do have a shield. Okay. So, I want to like take my shield and like, I don't have Benbar's lip gates, but I want to like take the shield in two hands and just sort of like smash the lock.
Okay, so you get your shield out and you're getting it up, and as soon as you raise it over the head, from behind, all of you hear someone say, "I wouldn't do that," and then you hear all of these like clinking sounds, click, 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 click.
So like, slowly turn around.
You turn and there
I'll
are.
draw my sword.
You pull your sword out and you guys turn, and there are three figures, cloaked figures, standing in the tunnels, and they are holding out. I'm not going to describe things in a way that you don't know what this is. You can decide if you know what a pistol is or not, but they're each holding a pair of pistols.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So you see these cloaked figures, and the other notable thing about them is that their eyes are glowing a very faint, like, whitish color. And Elman, at the other end of the tunnel, the other gate that came down, you hear a voice that says, and you too. And you hear click, click.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you...
I forgot I have this because I didn't cure my confusion. Just as a note, I have a smile that never goes away till I get rid of the confusion. So I guess I'm smiling all the time. We fought the Joker. Anyway. So, okay, I got it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So their eyes are glowing. And they have pistols. And there's three of them in like kind of in front of us.
Yeah, they're basically in a line.
Yeah.
Clack, clack. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I lower the shield, kind of like just let keep it in the one arm, of course, and just they're all wearing cloaks, so I can't really like make out anything about them besides their eyes.
Yeah, and you might have been able to see their faces in this much light at least, but yeah, their eyes being bright is like light blinding you to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Do you live down here? By any chance, might you be the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, sort of. Thieves Guild. We're not a Thieves Guild.
You're not a Thieves Guild. Who might you be then? I'm Reveled.
And I am Mog.
This is my fine friend Mog.
And then we have
Just gonna we all pose like the Ginyu Force.
tiny chocolate Elsa, maybe? I forgot their names.
Emily, Hollis, Bradley, and Tiny Chocolate Fun, of course.
Of course.
Are you also hunting the Thieves Guild that is the scourge upon these sewers?
Yeah, he says, there is no Thieves Guild. You're hunting us.
Well, if you're no Thieves Guild, then what might you be?
He say, yeah, he says, put down all of your weapons.
That's an awful thing to ask someone while you're aiming pistols at them.
It's probably a pretty typical thing to ask someone you're aiming. But
It's reasonable.
Yeah, but yeah, he basically says, but it's perfect motivation for you to do what I'm saying.
How do I do this?
Get shots easy. I have a move for that.
Yeah, getting shots easy. So that's what's gonna happen. But, so if I pray for guidance, even for a moment, I can detect what here is evil.
Okay.
Like, when it's perfect motivation. So like, so my gauntlet, my left gauntlet, it's like all charred and stuff. That's like my holy symbol, like the burning fist.
Mm-hmm.
And like, the shield's on my left arm, the sword's on the same side. So like, I look down in that direction at the fist, and maybe like I clench it, and that's me, like, trying to get a moment of clarity here.
Okay, so you want to find out what here is evil.
Yeah.
There is a rat in the tunnel behind you that is extremely evil.
I think he's allowed to-
Actually,
No.
yeah, I'm sorry. You don't get to know that. Unless
Yeah, I
Elman
don't get
wants
to
you to. And you're chaotic. I'm sorry. Never mind. My bad, Elman.
I'm good. I don't know what you're talking about. My element is good.
There's a rat behind you that seems pretty shifty, but,
Right. These guys aren't. Huh?
Yeah, and Mog's not evil. These guys, they're not evil. Nothing here is evil.
Okay. Well, alright, they're not evil, so I guess, like,
Yeah, but Palace Drago isn't evil either, so, Yeah.
yeah, but these guys are like, yeah, but Palace Drug is also like in a PC, so I'm gonna trust that there's something more going on here. So sure, why not? I'll like pull the sword slowly out of the scabbard, whatever, and like turn it and like hilt first, like towards them. Just like look at the others and just I don't know what's going on here, but
The voices in my head tell me they're nice.
I don't believe you're. Well, I believe there's more going on here than we may know, and this is your home. So, kind of like gesture with like the sword, like here, go on, take it.
I'll just put mine on the ground.
Okay. I think Emily goes along with that.
Sure.
I mean, her instinct is to be careful, and it seems uncareful to charge them screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Hollis is good with it, because you're being honorable and stuff.
Yeah.
Bradley, he might panic. Let's roll loyalty for Bradley. Let's see how he acts.
Okay, Bradley. I don't think I took the move. No, because that move is boring. Okay, cool. 9.
Okay, yeah. He sort of like grumbles, but yeah, he throws his sword down. Tiny Chocolate Fun wants to have a good time.
I don't have any weapons.
That's totally true. So he's just like...
He does this a warrior too, though. I don't know how this man fights, but...
Pure happiness.
It's horrible. He crawls inside their mouths. And
No.
It's bad.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
crawl
yeah.
from
So you're
inside them.
people start laying their weapons down on the ground, and they're gesturing for you to like just throw them in the water. I don't care about your lives or your weapons. And they
Leaning against the wall. And
now I want to ask this question before we go forward. Do either of you? I mean, I know Mog only has a sword, but I mean, are you putting down everything, Revolt? Because the next thing they're going to do is to move up and probably manacle you.
Well, that's like so shitty, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any other weapons. I have other stuff that I like, but I don't think I have weapons. Manacle me? That sucks.
Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? I've actually rethought it. I mean, it's still not great for you. They're not going to manacle you, but they are going to take away everything, and they're going to toss you in that tunnel, right? And lock the gate behind you. That's what they're going to do. They're going to corral you inside of there.
Well, okay. I mean, I don't have any other weapons, but yeah, if they, you know, it's like, oh, you know, frisk them, whatever, like take all their stuff. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't have to be stupid. Sure, like if they start like frisk me for weapons, that makes sense. Like you're like, oh, do you have anything else? But then if they start like taking off my things, like they take my hat off and stuff, and just like,
Not my hat.
yeah,
Wear
just
a hat.
well, I have a detective's hat. I'm not joking about that. I got a bunch of stuff, a bunch of stupid, worthless things, and some really cool things. Anyway, so they start taking if they start to like take things that clearly aren't weapons. Like I guess like I'll back up, like I'll take a step back, like that seems a little much. So aren't we going to speak? You clearly see that we have no weapons.
Okay. Okay, that's a parlay.
All right. Okay. 8.
Yeah, he thinks about it for a second. Now, when this guy gets closer to you, you can start to see his face. And his skin is... It looks pretty pale at first, but then you realize that it is sort of pale, but it's actually kind of got a purplish hue to it.
Okay.
But other than that, they look like a human, right? They're maybe a little shorter than a human, and they have glowing eyes and purple skin. But yeah, they look humanoid. But he says he thinks about it for a second. Thinks about like holding his ground, but he says, "All right, but everybody get in the cage."
I just so he's not going to take our things except for our weapons. So
yeah, as long as your weapons are down, they won't take like every single thing you have.
Okay. I just look at the others and just that sounds fair enough.
Okay. So Elman, one last thing, as they're getting everybody together and corralling them, you do hear that voice from the other side again, and he says, and I think that's enough of that. Unless you want to die a rat.
Oh, this motherfucker. So you even know I'm a rat? I can't
You
can't tell them.
can't speak.
I'm just squeaking in anger. Like, whatever. Can I spend a hold to scurry away?
You can spend a hold to scurry out of the cage.
Yes.
Then you'd need to spend a hold to scurry up the tunnel. He'd get to shoot at you once. You would need to do something to avoid a shot. You can scurry, start taking off, you can get out of the cage, and then, he's going to try and shoot you as you run. You avoid that or get shot or whatever, and then you can scurry again to just get up the tunnel like they don't manage to kill you in time. It would just take 2 hold, basically. And they'll probably be chasing you.
Well,
Although if you spent the 3rd scurry after that, I'd let you, you can get far enough away to, avoid their immediately being able to chase you. They'd be on the lookout for you and stuff, but they'd have to be, hunting you down now.
okay. I think this is a good place to, turn myself back into human, since
Okay.
on neutral grounds. So yeah,
So
I
you're
turn
gonna,
back and
You're going to play nice for now.
yeah, for now.
Okay. All right, cool. So everybody gets inside the tunnel, and they put the gate back down, clang, ka-chunk. And when he's his cloak is sort of blocking the whole view as he puts the thing down, and when he steps back, there's nobody else behind him, right?
Yeah.
The other 2 have disappeared, and he stands in front of the gate in front of all of you now. And Ravel, Mog, when you go into the tunnel, there's a rat. Ah! But then it turns into Elman. Whew. Thank goodness. It was almost creepy.
It's that guy who killed Baron Peach or whatever.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm terribly
running-
sorry about that.
You're just I'm going with this misconception.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one seems inclined to disabuse Mog of this misconception at all.
Yeah.
Gonna give you drive.
Yeah.
Do justice.
Yeah. So yeah, if we walk in and he turns back into himself, and we're in this cage, I stare intently at him, and then turn to this guy, this purple man. Just I must thank you. You've captured our quarry. I kind of nod at him.
Okay.
Enough of that.
Well, I want to get back to Scriden. Let's check in with Scriden one last time. I think we're at a good stopping point because things will probably just get hairy or violent here pretty soon again. But
I don't know what you mean.
yeah, Scriden, you're coming up a tunnel, and now you can hear voices off in the distance. What are you
Talked
doing?
about this a lot.
You thought about it a lot. Okay, good.
You see, Scriden is not a man with the sword. He's a man of many words. I will continue going on down the hall.
Okay.
Looking about magical eyes.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Discern realities then.
Oh.
Okay.
I see everything and nothing at the same time.
It is truly really dark in here. I mean, yeah, you're moving along, but there's 15 of you or whatever, however big your entourage is. There's a lot of you, and you're not very quiet. So as you're proceeding down, Yeah, I mean, you hear a couple of, like, pistol clicks, right? And some voices from the shadows. They say, there's a lot of you.
Hello, friend. I've come to speak with whoever it is that is in charge of your tunnel-dwelling folk.
Says, oh, right. It's you. Okay. We're prepared to meet with you. But you're gonna have to go forward alone.
Alone? I see. I understand. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around to my entourage and tell them to meet me back at the end. I know, Lud. I know.
You turn around and he's already walking away. Like, oh.
This is a difficult time for you all. But I assure you, I will be fine. Always remember, where there is light, there is Scriden.
Okay. I mean, they're your entourage. They're not hirelings. They'll do whatever the hell you say. Especially when it involves not getting murdered, most like. I think that's true. Let me just... Oh, they have a weakness. Oh, gossiping. Oh, they are gossiping up a storm back at the back at the end. Okay, Scriden. So the entourage like parts. They start heading back up the tunnel, and you don't hear any other voices now. They don't reply at all. Nobody is talking to you anymore. But apparently, you are free to walk up the tunnel more.
I'll keep going.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I guess I don't have fuck all, apparently. That's fine.
Magic missile.
I am nothing without my entourage. Alright, yeah.
You got charm person.
I got charm person, you're right. Good stuff.
So, yeah, you go walking up the tunnel, and you guys in the tunnel are all, like, still chattering and stuff. And this cloaked figure says, okay, one more coming, and let's talk business. And Scriden, you're coming walking up the tunnel, and you see this cloaked figure in front of this barred gate kind of thing. And, yeah, and Ravolt and Mog and the rest, apparently trapped in a cage. And I think where we close out, he says, things are not as they seem. We need your help. And we're going to call it end of session right there.
What the fuck? What's going on?
I think I know who the purple skin guy is.
Cool.
Yeah, Elman, as a matter of fact. I just want to get this out of the way because I'll totally forget it next week. You've seen people like this before. You went down to the Underdark and you saw soldiers and they looked like this guy. It wasn't this guy particularly, and they weren't really dressed like this guy, but this is the fucking... This is who they were.
It's a bunch of drow.
Underfolk.
Underfolk.
I guess drow would have black skin. Maybe they're not drow.
Alright. Well, we don't have drow in this game because that's licensed property anyway.
Oh.
That's why we don't have hobbits. We have a halfling.
End of session. Did anybody resolve one of their bonds?
I resolved the bond with sewer surfing. 58 minutes, 15 seconds. Anyway.
And for Chris, you resolve a bond. So your bond describes like
Right.
Yeah, it resolves if that's completely changed, right? If you think something different now, or Yeah, that's really the key. You could think worse or better, or you could have failed at something you were trying, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. I think my only bond is with Raveled, and I think I'm still trying to learn the ropes of being a mercenary from him.
Cool.
Yeah. Step 1, give up your weapon. Step 2, step inside cage.
Yeah, we get inside, and I'm definitely gonna be like, all right, now what's the plan?
Now we've got them where we want them, right?
You're a wily fellow.
Nah, I'm still honor bound to bring Elman in.
Okay. Anybody?
Yeah. Nope.
Scribing?
Not. It's coming. It's coming.
All right.
Next time.
All right, cool.
Promise.
And we'll keep writing bonds if you guys want as we go along.
Yeah, I like how you did the bonds this session.
Yeah. And secondly, did anybody complete their alignment? Did you act out your alignment?
Hell yeah.
Did I endanger myself to protect someone weaker than me?
I mean, that would have been fighting, right?
It doesn't have to be fighting necessarily, but I don't think I actually did do that.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, go.
well, mine is I have to show someone the ways of my people. The only thing that really it was I talked about the coin, but that's kind of not the ways of my people in particular.
I mean, alignments alignments are always completely up to you if you think you got it. I think I would agree you did. You did teach people about, the knowledge your dwarven people have. I would say so.
Do that then.
Yeah,
Cool.
actually, yeah, you knew all about them and stuff, like the language, whatever.
Yeah. You're not just
Cool.
a maniac with a sword. I mean,
Yeah.
And did I got an XP at the beginning for having a backstory and such?
Yes.
That was
Right, yeah.
That's apparently my trait as an outsider, which is interesting.
Yeah, your race. I never thought about that. Yeah, your race move is having a backstory.
Oh.
and what about you, Scryden?
Not this time. You see, I judge my XP based on whether or not I've rolled a successful, I call it a manipulate check. Not this time.
A manipulate check.
You monster.
What's your thing? What's it actually say?
Manipulate someone into doing my wishes.
Okay.
And I don't think Smirking Elman stole something.
Oh yeah, I did.
You did?
You saw the signet ring.
Oh, you
I stole the
did!
second ring.
That is right. And it is culturally significant.
Yeah, if you want to fuck this guy over, like that signet ring might be, maybe it's only worth 2 gold, but that's.
I want to know. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Have something
Yeah,
in mind.
for sure. Did we defeat a notable monster or enemy?
No.
No.
No, but we've got them right where we want them.
Exactly.
Yep.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah, about the deep ones and stuff, and apparently there's more here than meets the eye, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And also, Prince Peach is dead. Fuck.
Did we loot 250 coins or a priceless artifact?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, you did.
We got a priceless artifact?
Yes.
Oh.
Guess your coin is pretty cool, huh?
Well, there's also the signet ring. I'm not trying to give away too much.
Yeah, no worries.
Right. It's also the signet ring.
Right.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. It's okay. If things hit the fan next session,
Yeah.
I can use I Am the Law and get them to all attack us at the same time.
Perfect.
I can cast a spell and get us all killed. So
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Everybody
both have-
dies.
The two of us have ways to kill the entire party.
Yeah.
I have a lot of synergy with these plans because I get +1 on my last breath rolls. So I don't want to
pretty good.
metagame too much, but
No, that's perfect.
Bring it
That's the
on.
perfect amount.
All right. Yeah, so that's good. We'll do next week, same time. And other than that, I think that's where we're going to call it.
Cool.
all right. Well, thank you very much,
Cool
guys.
session.
It was a lot